The ultimate cheat sheet to unmask the signs of infidelity in your relationship.
Unraveling the 6 key categories of cheating signs in your relationship.
Behavioral changes.
Habits of gaslighting.
Similar to a chess player strategically manipulating the game. Your partner alters conversations or situations in such a way that you start questioning your perspective.
They have begun using manipulative tactics that cause mental confusion or lead you to doubt your sanity.
Increasing absenteeism.
Like a crucial character missing from a play's important scenes.
Your partner increasingly misses family events, gatherings, or other significant events without providing justifiable reasons.
Unpredictable behavioral changes.
As unpredictable as the weather, changing from sunny to stormy within a few minutes.
They exhibit a noticeable alteration in their behavior, which is not linked to any known reasons.
Strong desire for independence.
Your shared space suddenly seems to resemble a tile puzzle with a missing piece. Your partner begins to insist on needing space.
They are asserting their need for freedom and space, giving more importance to individuality than unity.
Defensive attitude.
Much like a cornered cat hissing and arching its back in defense.
Your partner gets overly defensive at the minimal probing or questioning about their routines or plans.
Performance deprivation.
The intimate bond between you two seems to be breaking, like a snapped thread.
Your partner starts to face issues during physical intimacy moments or seems uninterested in maintaining intimacy.
Communication changes.
Increased phone attachment.
Just as a toddler is attached to their favorite toy, your partner seems to be drawn magnetically to their phone.
The phone is always in their hand, replying to messages instantly and switching to silent mode around you.
Private and hushed conversations.
Often resembling a secret agent's hushed and hurried conversations.
They engage in whispered, brief phone conversations, quickly changing the topic or ending the call when you enter the room.
Changes in communication levels.
The once lively flowing river of communication has dwindled to occasional trickles.
The frequency, intensity, and type of communication between you two changes abruptly, leaving a noticeable gap.
Unfamiliar call log.
Anonymous numbers pop up on their call log, reminiscent of secret codes in a spy movie.
Mystery numbers are frequently appearing on their call log, with calls at odd hours, and they are hesitant to discuss these calls.
Decreased eye contact.
Their eyes seem to mirror a shifty character from a mystery novel, often evading direct looks.
They tend to avoid eye contact during conversations, looking away or appearing distracted.
Financial changes.
Unexplained expenses.
Random expenses popping up like unwelcomed weeds in a well-tended garden.
Questionable, unexplained expenses start to appear on their credit card statements or bank transactions.
Unusually generous.
Suddenly, your partner seems like Santa Claus, piling on extravagant gifts without any apparent reason.
They shower you with expensive gifts, leaving you confused and questioning the sudden generosity.
Concealing financial documents.
It feels like you're playing a twisted game of hide and seek with financial documents.
They start hiding financial papers, including receipts, bills, or credit card statements.
Physical changes.
Increased overtime.
This is similar to when an athlete spends extra time in the gym, supposedly working hard but is actually hanging out with a new friend.
Your partner is spending more hours at work or staying late, without any significant increases in job position or income.
Frequent and unexplained disappearance.
Imagine a magician disappearing into thin air during a magic trick, except the trick never ends, and you're left wondering.
Your partner unpredictably leaves the house at strange hours, failing to provide reasonable reasons for their whereabouts.
Amended physical appearance.
Much like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. However, in this case, the transformation is suspicious rather than beautiful.
Your partner has suddenly started giving more importance to their physical appearance and overall aesthetics.
Different scent.
It's as if your partner has walked through a different garden filled with unfamiliar fragrances.
They often return home smelling like a different or unknown perfume or cologne, which isn't from any new purchases.
Less time spent at home.
Much like a book that is rarely returned to the shelf. Your partner begins to spend less time at home.
Their presence at home is significantly reduced, often revolving around work or hanging out with friends.
Spike in cash withdrawals.
Money flowing out as rapidly as a river, only the river's course seems undetermined.
Frequent and unexplained cash withdrawals or expenses can be seen on your partner's account.
Changes in social behavior.
Meeting new friends.
Like an artist constantly looking for new inspiration, your partner is constantly in the company of new friends.
Your partner introduces new people into their life and spends significant time with them, often leaving you out of their plans.
Frequent rejection of your advances.
Like casting pearls before swine, your romantic gestures are unappreciated and often rejected.
Your romantic or intimate advances have been frequently turned down, leaving you feeling hurt and bewildered.
Reluctant to plan future.
Planning the future together seems as risky as building a castle on shifting sand.
There's an unexpected reluctance in discussing and making future plans or commitments.
Avoidance of certain locations.
Like a criminal avoiding a crime scene, your partner often avoids certain places without providing a valid reason.
The places they used to love visiting are now off their list, and they consciously avoid these places.
Emergence of new interest.
A new hobby emerges in their routine like a newly found island on a sailor's map.
Their interest suddenly shifts to new activities or hobbies that do not involve you, and you are discouraged from participating in those.
Technological secrecy.
Jealously guarding their phone.
Their phone control resembles a dragon jealously guarding its treasure.
Your partner tends to keep their phone with them at all times, often stepping away to take calls or check messages.
Frequent password changes.
Like changing locks frequently, their digital life is kept under a constant password-protected fortress.
They keep changing their passwords for their phone, email, and social media accounts, without intimating you about the changes.
Devices are now password protected.
Their electronic devices, which were previously accessible to you, are now password safeguarded, much like a forbidden room.
They have locked you out of their electronic devices by setting up a new password.
New email accounts.
Like a secret postbox, they've set up new email accounts, which you're not privy to. Your partner has opened up new email accounts that you don't have access to or don't know about.
Consistent use of private browsing.
Their browsing history resembles a clean slate, wiped clean of all the possible evidence.
You notice a surge in the use of private browsing or incognito mode, leaving no trace of browsing history.